A man who could probably use a drink. John is downtown right now on Church Street, mingling with the fans all evening. John, I'm impressed you had the restraint to not be live at the bar right now with a whiskey in your hand. I mean, I know you're not a homer, but we want to cover a winner here, man. This was tough.
Sleep, drink, whatever it may be, Pat, something that will get you through a tough night like this. And there's no doubt about it, it was a tough night. And you talked about bad omens. Well, right as we walked into Harry Buffalo, the televisions went out just before the draft lottery started. And when we got in there, it was a great atmosphere. Everybody was super happy. They were excited. It was about 100 or so Magic fans by my count, maybe a little more. And they were quite jubilant when they got that number 8 pick from the Bulls. They realized, okay, tonight could pan out in our favor despite the TVs going out. Things might just work out well. And then the number 5 pick came across the screen, and all of that optimism turned to dismay. And that's enough dismay to turn even the most loyal of Magic fans a little bit skeptical about what's to come.
It's brutal. You know, you go through a hard year, you trade a lot of guys, then the last couple of months you're really, really bad. You get excited for the lottery, you get all these people here. You felt the energy in here a couple of minutes ago, it was crazy, and then it's just a letdown. Really, I mean, still have a top 5 pick, 8th pick as well. We're excited for that, but I'd be lying if I wasn't disappointed.
And I think that is the general consensus, right? Just disappointment. You felt like it was there in front of you for the taking. And Pat, as they said in a South Park episode, and it's gone.
You know, I appreciate a good South Park reference. I'm sure Cartman would have a few things to say about this draft lottery, but let's try to paint somewhat of an optimistic brush here. I mean, I saw the jerseys those fans were wearing, Kiki, Jonathan Isaac, but that's not Shaq, that's not Penny. Was there any optimism from the fans you talked to about landing a star with 5 and 8?
No, I think a lot of people feel like this is a 4-player draft, but there are others out there who say, okay, maybe a Kuminga can fall to you at 5. But the reality is, you just when you go all in on a rebuild like Jeff Weltman did, you're banking on that chance of getting a superstar player who's going to change your franchise almost immediately. And from speaking with a lot of fans here at Harry Buffalo, I don't feel like many of them are optimistic enough to believe that whoever the Magic do get at 5 and 8 are going to be players that can immediately change the franchise. And I did pose to them, okay, well, maybe you can package those picks and get a disgruntled superstar or move up in the draft. But the reality is there aren't really any disgruntled superstars as of yet in the NBA. And I don't know if anyone's really willing to take the bait on picking those 2 selections from the Magic and moving it elsewhere. So all in all, just another night that has just kind of been the overlying story for this franchise. Disappointment.
Well said, John. Maybe they'll be in the market for Ben Simmons, but that doesn't exactly excite you either. So you're off the clock now. I got about 23 more minutes. Order me a whiskey neat. I'll see you in a bit. That's John Alba. We covered the Magic. Now let's talk about our team that's actually winning here in Orlando.